بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. أسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن يجعل نياتنا خالصة لوجه الكريم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So, my scattered thoughts are really scattered this morning. I had things I want to talk about, things I need to talk about, and some things I shouldn't even talk about. So which one should I pick? The one I want to talk about, the one I need to talk about, or that which I shouldn't talk about? I leave it up to you. I have three scattered thoughts. So today you get to pick the scattered thought. The one I wanted to talk about, the one I need to talk about, or the one I shouldn't talk about. Said all of it. Not possible, Danae. The one you need to talk about, the one you need to talk about. The one you shouldn't talk about. So that's 2-1 so far. 3-1. 4-1. 5-1. Okay. So what I need to talk about is brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. We need each other. Please do me a favor, participate with me. All of us, really, seriously. Everyone that's listening, I want you to type in there, we need each other. Please, do me a favor, just put it. We need each other. We need to talk about this. I need to talk about this. You need to talk about this. And we need each other. And don't just type it without meaning it. Try to think about how important you are to our group solution. We need each other. Come on, participate. There's a lot of you in here. We need each other. I know a lot of you just remain silent and listen, but no, I need your participation. We need each other, seriously. Why do I say that? The next thing is because we have hurt each other. We have hurt each other. We have hurt each other. And many of us are scarred. Far too many of us are scarred. And we don't know how to get past it. Right? And we're not going to go to therapy. We're not going to a therapist. We're not talking to any of those people. We're just living by ourselves, hurt and scarred, with a mask on. I said what I need to talk about. So what we need to do, since we're not going to counseling, since we're not going to individually stop hurting one another, then we need to learn to help one another. So we need group therapy. And in this group therapy, we need to be honest with one another. And somebody got to have guts. Somebody must have guts. What do I mean? Somebody has to be strong enough for the other. In other words, somebody's going to have to take their pain, lay it all out there, so someone else can deal with their pain. Right? Somebody's going to have to take their pain, lay it out there, have thick skin to help the other who's drowning in their pain, suffering in their hurt, and is not going to get any help. Right? Somebody has to do it. Some man is going to have to say, I have been a piece of crap. I've been an abuser of women. I've taken advantage of their pain and their depression and their feeling of need, and I've used it for my own self-gratification. And I'm sorry. Somebody has to do that. And not just say it and don't exemplify some reformation in that. Don't just say it. You actually know it. The women know you, and you made a change. You don't have to be every woman know you. Those who you abuse know who you are, and they can see the change in you. And that woman is going to look at that man and say, yeah, he's making changes. He might be still a wreck, but he's making changes. Right? That's from the man. And some women, especially the women, right? And I'm talking both because it's us. Some of y'all sisters have to stop lying to yourself. You are a part of your own problem. Stop lying to yourself. Your sense of need, sense of longing is your weakness. And unfortunately, a lot of our brothers, a lot of our males, they're like sharks. When you show that, that's blood in the water. They're coming to eat you. And you know they're coming to eat you, but you'll say, no problem, maybe he will love me. No, he's not. No, he's not coming to love you. He's coming to eat you. And you know it. The signs are all over the place. But I need love. You don't need that kind of love. That's not love. He's coming to devour you. And you have to be honest with yourself. Because what is happening too much is that you know he's coming to devour you. You let him eat you. Then when you get out and half your body's missing, you say, that shark ate me. You put yourself in his mouth. What do you mean he ate you? You mean you fed him? That's what you mean? You fed him because he didn't eat you. You put yourself in his mouth. I'm being honest with you. And there are issues. Let me tell you about a lot of men. A lot of men. And I think we're missing something here. I'm going to lay myself out on the street. I'm putting it out there. Family, please excuse me. I said somebody got to go out on a limb. Are y'all listening? A lot of you sisters, if I wasn't Muslim, I would have you for breakfast. Seriously. If I wasn't a Muslim, and I wasn't, not even just a Muslim, if I wasn't Imam, I would have you for breakfast. Too many of you. Why? Because you are always on the table, ready to be eaten. And it's sad. I'm telling you. And the problem is, a lot of guys are not the Imam, and they're not good Muslims, and they will eat you. I'm being honest with you. I'm being straight honest with you. I'll tell you a story. Now, I'm being honest with you. Now, if you want me to lie, then this is the wrong place. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be honest with you. I remember several years ago, maybe about 10 years ago, I don't know. No, maybe not 10, maybe 8 years ago. I don't know, somewhere around there. A while ago. I was in my office and I was just in the office, like drained out. I was beat, right? And two elders came in my office. Two elder sisters, like pioneer sisters. And they was looking at me and I was just like all over the place. Tired, just drained out. You can see I was in my chair asleep, right? And they attributed that to I had more than one wife. So they said to me, Imam, why you gotta have so many women? Why you can't just marry one? That's what they said. Oh my goodness. That was funny. They said, why you can't just marry one? Look at you. You're a mess. Can't even sleep. You know, elders don't got no cut card, right? And I looked at them, both of them, and my response sent them running. They was like, this guy's crazy. I said, let me explain something to both of y'all, right? So in a way, they were saying, like, I just like women. And Tenweer is with this. I said to them, I said, I don't marry a bunch of women. I don't. I follow the religion. If it was up to me without the religion, I would have 50 girlfriends, not 2 wives. Did you hear what I said to them? I know you're like, what? I said, if it wasn't for the religion, I would have 50 girlfriends with no responsibility, not 2 wives. But it's up to the religion, tells me I can't do that. That's haram, so I don't do it. But as an individual, from where I come from, that's what we would do. I would just have 50 girlfriends. That would be the end of that, with no responsibility. That's what I would do. So it's the rules of the religion that make me do that. I've never had one woman in my life. Never, ever. So therefore, what does that tell you about men like that? And there's many, if I don't ask brothers to put their business, because I said somebody got to do it. I'm not asking everybody to do it. Most of these brothers that you're confronting, they're not one woman men. They're not even responsible with women. They never was loyal to a woman in their life. Ever. That's my girl, and that's my arm piece. Where did it come from? That's the mindset. My girl's home, but I got my arm piece. And they come into Islam with that mind. So we got to be honest with ourselves. Even though you're not doing it, we have these mindsets. We have these mindsets. And the women act like you don't know it. Come on, sis. You weren't always shaker of Islam. You weren't. Right? You weren't. Maybe a few handful of you might have been shaker of Islam. Right? You were in the world. You were dealing with these same individuals. You know Negroes when you see them. I'm being honest with you. You know that stuff when you see it. So here's what I'm telling you. You have to deal with the reality you're faced with, not what this fantasy you're making. It's not real. And you know it's not real. So deal with it as it is. Deal with it as it is. And you watching the same moves you saw in the dunya that just jokers were doing. You see that same stuff in the deen. I'm going to ask the sisters. The same stuff you saw jokers doing in the dunya, you see brothers doing in the deen. Am I right or wrong? That's a question. Sisters, could you answer me? The same stuff you saw jokers doing in the dunya, isn't it the same thing you see in the deen? And brothers, let's be honest. Brothers, let's be honest. Brothers, let's be honest. Aren't a lot of us doing the same thing we did in the dunya in the name of the deen? Let's be honest, brothers. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's not, I said we need each other. Now, if we're going to sit here and lie to each other, brothers, are not too many of us doing the same thing we did in the dunya in the deen? Be honest. I'm not saying every individual. I'm saying too many of us are doing the same stuff we did in the dunya in the deen. Am I right or wrong? I mean, I really don't need you to, but if you want to lie to yourself, go ahead. I really don't need your answer, but if you want to be honest, we can deal with it. But if you're going to sit here and lie to yourself, because you're not lying to me, I got Imam Fahim right there. I got myself. I got Imam names, and I could go all around the country. I know a bunch of Imams. You're doing the same crap. Too many of us. So I don't need you to, you ain't going to lie to me. You might tell a sister who she's looking for a husband, I ain't looking to marry you. You can't lie to me. Get yourself together. That's what we should be saying to ourselves. But you know what we do? We don't want to deal with that. Astaghfirullah, I'm on the sunnah. Negro, you ain't nowhere near the sunnah. Right? Period. Now fix it together. You might not even know how to do it. That's why we got to talk to each other. Right? I'm telling you. We are the solution to our problem. We are the solution to our problem when we start being honest with one another. No one needs you to put all your sins in the street. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we have to start being honest with each other. So I'll give you an example. Far too happens too much. Brother wants to get married to sister. Brother A, sister B. Sister says, Imam, I need a wali. Can you be my wali? Okay, sister, I'm your wali. This is what I need you to do. A, B, and C. Brother A starts spitting his game to sister B. Sister B is, oh, he's so nice. Oh. Next thing you know, sister B ain't even talking to the imam no more. She talking to brother A. She's talking to brother A. And brother A is now her wali and her potential husband. He was just the potential husband. Now he's the wali telling her what to do to the wali. Did you just hear what I said? The sister comes to the imam, I need you to be my wali. Okay, what do you want to do? I'm trying to marry brother A. Before it's said and done, brother A is the potential husband and the wali of the sister. And the imam sitting there, let me know what's happening when y'all get finished. And then the sister, after it all crashed, say, well, the brother said, wait a minute, I thought you had a wali. The brother said, but I thought you had a wali. You can't make this stuff up. And it happens so much. And people may say, why are you talking about me? It ain't just you. You. Too much. It's happening too much. And then he went from a potential spouse, I want to marry him, to the wali, to the sheikh, to everything. Well, according to Quran and Sunnah, this is, he's mufti, everything. He went from being a potential spouse to a wali, to the sheikh, to the imam, to the mufti, and then to all men are the same because he's a nut. Now, I know some of us may look at this and say, oh man, he's blowing up the spot, right? Man, that joker's blowing up the spot. Okay, but while I'm blowing up the spot, you're not dealing with all these broken women. I am. You breaking them, but you're not dealing with them. You broke and you on to the next one. As they tell me, you're on to the next one. No. We don't know the problems. We don't know the problems. That's why we can't even get to the solution, because we don't know the problem. And knowledge of a problem and accepting it and realizing it is a whole nother story, right? So in order to get to the solution, first, we got to accept problems. I'll give you an example. Let's move it away from this. I don't know particularly everyone, but most of us, we're from the same general background, or we know. When someone's on drugs, they know they get high. They know they got a dope problem. They know they got a crack problem. They know they drink alcohol, but they haven't learned what to realize that that's a problem. So they're never going to get help. So sometimes they may be 30 years before they get themselves together because they never really realized and accepted, I have a problem. I am a crackhead. I am a junkie. I am an alcoholic. You know what a lot of them say? I got this under control. Everything, all the signs are all around. You don't have this under control, but I got this under control. So I think we have to start coming together in groups, protecting ourselves. So that's why I said, sisters, and I'm going to give you advice. You got 3 imams, and we got more that are willing to help you. It's hard. You need 3 because it's not enough of us, right? I said Imam Fahim, Imam Naeem, Imam Amin. We're willing to help you not get taken for a ride, but you have to allow us to help you. You have to allow us to help. We can't help you if you don't want to help yourself. So I'm mentioning this, why? Because after the Black Imams Roundtable, my phone was blowing up with different people and different stuff, texts, messages, and blah, 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 blah. And we have to do something. And it's a joke. If you Imam Amin, you get with him, you ain't gonna get married. That may be true. You're not gonna marry no bum either. You're gonna get a good man. I promise you that. Inshallah ta'ala, if you allow us to help you, you won't get a bum. You're waiting anyway. What difference do it make? Might as well wait for something nice, a good spouse, a good husband, a responsible individual. And you need men to talk to men. Stop trying to be a man. You're not a man, you're a woman. You need a man to talk to a man. You need a man to talk to a man. You'll get a brother. Let me. Subhanallah, it's sad. You'll have a man coming to a sister. Now, ain't no man around. And he's blowing smoke up her tail so high. Like, yeah, sister, you know, I'm doing this. And, you know, I got this in the plane and I'm doing this. And she's like, alhamdulillah, yeah. Look, see, he got a nice car. That's called fronting. Maybe maybe you shouldn't leave our culture, right? Just I know, I guess I'm old. Do they still use, hey Malik, do they still use fronting for a word? Huh? Malik Robinson, Sheikhuna, do they still use fronting for a word? You know what I mean by fronting? I know that was in my day. They used to say fronting. They still use it? Here's everyone over 55 talking about yeah. It's called frauding now. Someone told me that. Frauding, right? Frauding. So while he's frauding, stunting, fronting, flexing, whatever y'all got these new terms, right? Sister, that's what he's doing. And you capping, yeah, all that stuff, right? And you sitting there like, mashallah, he's a go-getter. Until he talks to another man. When he talks to another man, Joker, would you knock it off? Seriously. So you'll get this brother. He's doing all this stuff. And he's crying about a $5,000 dowry. But you're getting it. And you're crying about a $5,000 dowry. Come on, bro. Are you a businessman? If you're crying about a $5,000 dowry, you're not a businessman. You're not a hustler, none of that. You're not a hustler. And when we're talking to men, because men talk to each other, bro, knock it off, man. Go sit your coward butt down. Right? You ain't serious. But the woman, she'll buy that because she just want to be married. Right? And she's competing. You know, some sisters said, I don't want to run them away. Sisters have told me that. I don't want to run them away. You don't want to run them away? Here's my rule, sisters. All right, I'm going to let you know. So you know. For me, if you want to get married with a brother, he got to have that $5,000 dowry. He got to get it. I'll help him. I'll show him how to get it. He has to get it. If he ain't coming with at least a $5,000 dowry, even if he can't pay it up front, we're going to make sure he get it. And no goodies without some work. Absolutely not. He got to get the money. He's going to figure it out. And I'm going to help him. And I'm going to put him around people that's going to help him do it. Right? We're going to make a man out of him. Right? That's number one. Number two, he's going to give you 3 months of maintenance up front. Whatever your bills is, he's going to have 3 months of that up front. Right? So you already know he's going to show you before he gets married some responsibility. You heard what I said? Now, I want to show you something. And Rasuli, I got to beat you up, bro. You stepped out there. You're getting a shot. Make sure she give it back if we divorce. That's the problem right there. Where's divorce? We're getting married. I'm going to be with her in Jannah. That's not even a discussion. If we get divorced. And you know they say there's truth in jokes, right? That's how men think. Let me hit it. If it work, okay. If it don't, I'm out of here. Wow. I didn't say you said that. That's our mentality. We know each other. Come on, stop playing. Let me hit it. Try it out. If it don't work, I'm out of here. And I'm not invested. So it's easier because I'm not invested. I'm not invested. I'm not invested. I'm out. So if you making it so much, I'm vested. If I gave this woman 10 grand, 20 grand before I even got in with her, man, I'm not just running. I know, that's why I'm making you spend all that money, so you don't run. I'm going to help you be responsible. That's real. I'm going to help you be responsible. We shouldn't have to do that, but unfortunately we do. So we got to be fathers for our sisters, right? We have to be fathers, because a father is not just going to give his daughter to anyone. So now I'm saying, listen, already, and I don't want the sister to stop shortchanging yourself. You're doing it yourself. You know how much your bills are. Oh, well, all I need is $1,500. You're lying. You need more than $1,500. Imam, no, you're lying. That's not true. That's a lie. You need more than $1,500. So if she said 15, she really need like 2,000 to 2,500. That's what she really need. So, okay, you're going to get that money. And you're going to say, you know what? Here's 3 months up front. Boom. Here's 3 months. Here's your dowry, and here's 3 months. Now, ask the sisters, and I'm not saying so we're not going to have no 2-week marriages, right? Yo, I just met the sister last week. Come on, Imam, let's get hooked up. Let you have a responsibility before we do that. I guarantee you, if we put a system like that in place, we'll change the face of marriages in our communities. I guarantee you. I have no doubt about it. I guarantee you, you're going to weed out 90% of the jokers. They out of here. I know, because guess what they do with me? They say to the sister, oh, Imam Amin is too strict. Let's go somewhere else. And guess what the sister says? Okay. Right? Then they come back. Imam, I need you. I knew nothing about this. What are you doing? Oh, who married you? The janitor. The janitor at the other mosque, he married us. Come on, sis. You didn't expect this was going to happen. You went to the janitor to get married. He the maintenance man in the masjid. He married you. His homie. Now listen, I'm telling you this from experience. It's something I experience. I understand. I'll continue this at post-Asha reflections at 6:30. I got to go to a real class of knowledge, but this is important. So if you want to hear the rest, 6:30, post-Asha reflections, I'm going to lay out some more. Barakallahu fikum wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.